I found the station by accident. That's what I told myself at first. I was driving home from a friend's house. It was past midnight, and the radio was stuck on static. I was too tired to find a real station, so I let it hiss. And then, between one crackle and the next, a melody emerged. Faint, slow. A lullaby played on what sounded like a music box, each note thin and distant, like it was coming from the bottom of a well. I turned up the volume. The static swallowed the melody again. I turned the dial just a fraction, and the song came back. Clearer this time. No words, just the music box and something underneath, a voice humming. Low and soft, like a mother trying not to wake a sleeping child. I don't know why I didn't change the station. I should have. Every instinct told me to turn it off. But the melody was beautiful in a way I couldn't describe. It felt old, familiar, like something I'd heard in a dream and forgotten the moment I woke up. I drove the rest of the way home with that song playing. The hum followed me into my driveway. I sat in the car for 5 minutes after I parked, just listening. Then the song ended. Static returned. I turned off the radio and went inside. That night, I dreamed of a woman in a white dress. She was standing in a field of tall grass, her back to me, her head tilted like she was listening to something. The lullaby played, soft and distant. I tried to walk toward her, but the grass grew thicker, taller, wrapping around my legs. She never turned around. I woke up tired, with the melody stuck in my head. I hummed it while I made coffee. I hummed it in the shower. I hummed it at work, until a coworker asked me what that creepy tune was. I stopped. I tried to forget. The next night, I found the station again. Same time, same stretch of static. I didn't have to search for it. It was just there, waiting, the music box already playing. I drove a longer route home just to listen. The hum was louder tonight, closer. I could almost hear words underneath, but not quite. Like the voice was speaking in a language I'd forgotten. When I got home, I sat in the car for 10 minutes, 15. The song ended, static returned. I went inside, the dreams changed. The woman in white was closer now. I could see the hem of her dress stained with dirt. The grass was still tall, but it didn't hold me back as much. I took a step toward her. She swayed slightly, in time with the music. I called out. She didn't answer. I woke up with scratches on my arm. 3 thin lines parallel, like fingernails. I didn't remember doing it. I told myself I'd done it in my sleep. The station became a ritual. Every night I drove. I didn't need to go anywhere. I just drove through empty streets and dark highways, listening to the lullaby. The song got longer each time. New notes appeared, new phrases in the humming. Sometimes I thought I heard my name, woven into the melody like a thread. I stopped sleeping. Not because I couldn't, because I didn't want to. The dreams were better than waking life. In the dreams, I could see her clearly now, the woman in white. Her hair was dark, long, tangled with grass and small white flowers. Her hands were pale, resting at her sides. I was close enough to touch her, but every time I reached out, she moved away. Just a step, just enough to keep the distance. One night, I didn't go driving. I stayed home. I turned on the radio in my living room. Static. I tuned to the frequency I'd memorized. Nothing. Just hiss. I adjusted the dial. Still nothing. I tried for an hour. The station wouldn't come. That night, I didn't dream. I slept a dead, black sleep and woke up feeling hollow. I drove to work in silence. I didn't hum the next night. I got in the car. I drove the same route. I found the station on the first try. The music box played, but the melody was different. Darker, slower. The humming had stopped. Instead, there was breathing. Soft, rhythmic, like someone sleeping right next to the microphone. I drove for 2 hours. The breathing never changed. I wanted to turn it off. I couldn't. My hand wouldn't move from the wheel. When I finally got home, I saw her. Not in a dream, in my living room, standing by the window, her back to me, wearing the white dress. She was real. I could see the dust on the hem, the flowers in her hair. The room was cold. My breath fogged. I said, "Who are you?" She didn't turn, but she hummed the lullaby, the one from the station. I could hear it not with my ears, but with my bones, vibrating through the floor, through the walls, through the air between us. I walked toward her. The room seemed longer than it should have been. The window stayed the same distance away. I walked and walked, and she never got closer. Then she spoke. Her voice was the hum, given words. "You've been listening," she said. "Every night, you've been letting me in. The station isn't a station, it's a door, and you left it open." I tried to stop walking. I couldn't. My feet carried me forward, step by step. "I've been waiting for someone like you," she said. "Someone lonely. Someone who drives at night. Someone who listens to the static and hears something other than noise. You're not the first. You came the closest." My hand reached out. I didn't tell it to. It touched her shoulder. Her dress was cold, damp. She turned around. Her face was my face. Not a copy, not a mirror. Something older. Something that had worn my features for a long time, in a place where faces didn't matter. Her eyes were dark, darker than dark, and in them I saw the field, the tall grass. The other figures standing in rows, their backs to me, waiting. "You've been dreaming of the field," she said. "That's where I live. That's where all the listeners go. The ones who hear the lullaby and don't turn away. They walk into the grass. They stand with their backs to the world. They listen, forever." I tried to pull my hand back. It was stuck to her shoulder. "You don't have to be afraid," she said. "It's quiet there, peaceful. No noise, no static. Just the music box and the hum and the grass growing over you, slow and soft, until you can't remember what it felt like to be awake." She smiled. It was my smile, but wrong. Too wide, too knowing. "You've already started," she said. "Every night you drove, you were walking into the field. Every time you hummed the lullaby, you were taking a step. You're almost there now. Just one more step." I felt the floor give way, not falling, sinking, like the carpet had turned to soil. The room darkened, the window vanished. The walls became sky. I was in the field. The grass was tall, brushing my waist. The woman was gone, but I could see her in the distance, standing with the others, her back to me. I tried to turn around, I couldn't. My body faced the same direction as theirs. I could see the horizon, flat and gray, with no sun and no stars. The music box played. The hum vibrated in my chest. I tried to scream. No sound came out. I woke up in my car, parked in my driveway. The engine was off. The radio was silent. My hands were on the wheel. My watch said 3:47 a.m. I had no memory of driving home. I went inside. The living room was empty. The window was dark. I checked my reflection in the bathroom mirror, my face, my eyes. But behind me in the reflection, the room was different. The walls were sky, the floor was grass, and standing in the corner facing away was a row of figures in white dresses. I blinked. The reflection went back to normal. That was a month ago. I haven't driven at night since. I've thrown away my car radio. I've unplugged every speaker in my house. I sleep with earplugs. I don't hum. But the lullaby is still there, in my head, in my dreams, in the silence between one breath and the next. Last night, I woke up because the room was cold. My window was open. I always close my window. I walked to close it. In the glass, I saw the field, the grass, the figures, and one of them was turning around. It had my face, older, thinner, smiling. It raised its hand and pressed it against the glass from the other side. The glass fogged where its palm touched. When it pulled away, there was a word written in the condensation. My name. I closed the window. I locked it. I pulled the curtains, but I can still hear the hum, faint, distant. Coming from inside the walls, the station is still broadcasting, not on the radio, on the frequency between my thoughts. And every night, when I close my eyes, I feel the grass growing around my ankles. I'm telling you this because I think you might have heard it too. That melody you can't place. That hum you catch yourself making when you're alone. That feeling, late at night, that someone is standing just behind you, facing away, waiting for you to turn around. Don't turn around. Don't listen. Don't hum along. And if you ever find a station playing a lullaby in the middle of the static, turn it off. Turn off the radio. Pull over. Get out of the car. Walk away. Don't look back, because the field is closer than you think, and the grass is very, very patient. I have to go. My window is open again, and I can hear her humming, not behind me, inside me.